Tax season is open and April 15th is just around the corner. And this year, we'll see some big changes. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger is here to help. Jill, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
So last year's tax bill means big changes for some taxpayers. What do we need to know?
Well, the IRS is highlighting 4 of those new provisions. And just a reminder, these are temporary. They're only in place for 4 tax years. They are all income tested, and they include a bonus deduction for seniors, another $6,000. That's huge. No tax on tips up to a certain level. No tax on overtime up to a certain level. No tax on car loan interest. So if you think you're impacted by this, you are going to use the handy-dandy new IRS Schedule 1A and see all the related instructions and limitations.
Now, refunds are expected to be bigger this year. Why is that, and what's the best way to get your money quickly?
Well, it's because of those new tax law provisions and a larger standard deduction. And a lot of people were withholding based on the old rules, which means they probably over withheld. So what does that mean? We saw last tax season refunds averaging over $3,100 on average, of course. And we could see that rise towards $3,500, maybe even $4,000, depending on your situation. The IRS says the quickest way, the easiest way to get your money, file electronically, use direct deposit. If that is the case, you're likely to get your refund within 21 days as long as there are no issues with your return.
And filing your taxes can be complicated and very expensive. What are some free resources available to those who may need help?
I want to point out that a lot of people are paying for tax prep who don't need to. So if you made $89,000 or less last year, you are entitled to IRS Free File. It's free. irs.gov/free file. There's also the Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Plan. That's the VITA plan. This is free tax help to anyone who makes $69,000 or less. If you have a disability, you're also included in that, or a limited English-speaking taxpayer who might need assistance. And there's the Tax Counseling for the Elderly. TCE provides free tax help for folks who are 60 years older. And they do tend to specialize in questions about pensions and retirement plans. And finally, the Department of Defense's MIL Tax offers free return preparation and electronic filing software for your federal returns. They also add up to 3 state income tax returns for all military members. If you're a veteran, you may want to check that out because it may be, you might be entitled to that as well. MIL tax has no income limit.
Wow, Jill, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We really appreciate it. And you can see Jill regularly on CBS Mornings and the CBS Evening News. For more analysis, go to JillOnMoney.com.